So I just got back from taking a quick run to Publix to grab some stuff, and I got to share this with y'all. It's kind of sad. It started out funny, but ended up being a really sad situation. So I did a Lyft ride to Publix to get some food, and when I got in the car, the guy just started speaking in Spanish, no English, and so I was like, how do you know I speak Spanish? So I asked him in Spanish. I said, how do you know that I speak Spanish? You just talking to me in Spanish? I said, you ain't speaking English? And he said that I had charisma, like he could tell. And I said, me? He was like, yeah. So it started out really interesting, cordial conversation. And it ended up being so sad because he told me he was from Venezuela. And if you guys aren't up on current events, Venezuela is in a bad situation and people have been leaving the country a long time now. Shoot, I went to Argentina back in I think 2018. So people have been getting up out of there for a while now. But back to my story. So he was telling me that he and his wife and his daughter left Venezuela and they went to Mexico for a couple of months. Because I was asking him, like, where you from? And he said Venezuela. So I was like, okay. So I said, well, how long have you been here? What made you come to Tennessee of all places? So he was telling me that he got a job or he was working, but it started out like that. And then I guess he felt comfortable enough with me. Most people do. And so he started telling me about how like I said, he and his wife and his daughter, little daughter, because he kept saying hijita, went to Mexico. Hija went to Mexico and they were there for 2 months and I guess they were staying with this dude who financed for him to come, and his wife is here too, but he kept saying he's sad, and I was like, why are you sad? And so he was saying it real fast, so I had to catch my Spanish up. I hadn't spoken to anybody in Spanish in a minute, so I was listening to him, and I'm thinking like, so he's like, you don't understand. So I said, okay, well, tell me slower. So he tells me that he left Mexico. He and his wife and his daughter they're all three here in the United States. So, but he's not with his wife anymore. She left him. And I was like, wait a minute, why I don't get that part. I said, so he goes, and the dude in Mexico wants to come to the States. Basically, the man took his wife. That's messed up. Took his wife. They done struggled in Venezuela, left Venezuela, moved to Mexico to be with each other and get themselves to a better situation. Stay with this person. The person ends up getting his girl. Now he got a girl. He got a wife in Mexico. Is planning on leaving his wife, because I was like, what about his wife back in Mexico? This is all in Spanish, so I'm pretty impressed with myself. So I asked him, I'm like, what about the wife back in? He was like, yeah, whatever. He just don't care. And so before he dropped me off at the door, he was like, thank you he asked me, thank me for listening to him. And I was like, yeah, of course. And he just kept saying, I don't make no money. It's kind of slow right now. So he was like, I've been to the airport. It's just, of course, it's the holidays, so people are not moving as much, I guess. But he was like, I'm not making anything. He said, I'm sad. I can't eat. It just, like, he's in a bad situation. So, I mean, I'm just saying all that to say, take care of yourself. I can't say trust the people that you trust, because that was his wife for almost 20 years and they're not together anymore and he's in a hurting position. So check on people. Happy New Year.